Okay, so we are live on YouTube. Good morning, everyone. My name is Yasmin. I'm 21 years old. I live in São Paulo with my family, and today I'm here to guide this conversation. It's important to remember that TNT is a safe place to practice your speaking skills. And here we have English, Spanish, Italian, French. So if you want to practice, you can come here. And today we'll talk about creative routine, rituals, habits, and first, let's know about the guest today. So Fernando, can you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, sure. Good morning once again. My name is Fernando. I'm 33 years old. I live in Brasilia. I work as administrative assistant. Already talking about these habits and routines. I work from home, so it makes a little difficult create a nice routine. What else? I love music. It's one of my greatest passions in life. I really like studying English. I've been studying a lot lately. And I have this goal to become an English teacher in the short term. So that's one of my main motivations to study English. And I've been here on TNT. This is my second week here.
Yeah, very good. You said about like work from home, and I totally feel you when we are when we use it to go out to work and we need to stay at home. It's very difficult, yeah, but and what about you, Daphne? Who are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm Daphne. I'm 27 years old. I study psychology. I'm married. And now I'm working. And that's it. I want to improve my English, and I hope to learn.
Very good. Thanks for sharing about you. And let's start. So the first question is, how do you deal with failure? So when you fail, how do you deal with this? Because for me, it's really difficult. Sometimes I can't accept that I'm failing. So I try to think that it happened because of something, because it was the best thing to happen. But I really don't know how to deal with this. So, and you, Fernando?
Me too. I don't know how to deal with fail. I get frustrated. So it's very difficult. I've been trying not to schedule many things, not to arrange many things to do, because I know that if I don't get it, I will get frustrated. So I try to avoid this, but it's difficult anyway. I think we all make plans. It's an inevitable thing.
Yeah, you said something really important. Like sometimes we put a lot of things to do and we can't. So maybe it's a way to deal with failure, like not putting like many things to do, just the basic one, so you can do it. And what about you, Daphne? How do you deal?
Yes, like you said, I don't deal well with my fails. Sometimes I blame myself for consequence. Sometimes I have flashbacks, but with the time I manage better these feelings.
Yeah, I don't know if this happens with you, but sometimes I am almost sleeping and I think about something that I did on the past, like one failure. Like yeah.
Yes, and I ask myself why I did it. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And like talking about this, about fail, do you have a task or activity that you usually fail? Like what motivates this failure and how could you avoid it? Let's start with you, Daphne.
Um, yes, sometimes, usually I make my fails when I speak English, this activity, for example. And I need to avoid the insecure and don't be um, don't be shy and just try to speak here better, and don't blame yourself, just try your best. And about you, Fernando?
Uh, I fail in a lot of tasks actually, and the reason is always the same: postponing things. I tend to postpone a lot, and that's so bad. And it's actually funny that we are talking about this because I'm not a morning person at all. It's so difficult for me be doing things in the morning. So I'm trying. Everybody's making plans for the next year, and I try to introduce a lot of those plans this week, still in this year. And waking up early and start doing things in the morning is one of the things. So this is my first day. I'm very sleepy. I'm still processing here. And I try to change something, but I will not feel guilty if I not succeed, because I know that it's something difficult for me, that I've been used to waking up late and going to bed late since I was a kid, so it's natural for me.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I think I like the same as you. Like I always postpone things, and one task that I always fail is like to start to study French. I always like start. I keep like 1 month studying and then I stop. And I try one more time. So it's one of my plans for the next year, but maybe I can start this week. Like as you are starting a new habit, trying this week, I think it's a nice thing to do because we are always thinking, oh my God, I will do on Monday or on the next year, and we don't do. So yeah, I think maybe I could avoid it, like organizing things, having a, I don't know, a schedule, a time to do the things. And the next question is really about what you said, if you prefer like to do things in the morning, the afternoon, or at night. So I want to know about you, Daphne.
Yes, I prefer to do things in the morning because I am more willing, with a clear head, and the night I prefer to be tired, for to have a good night, a good sleep. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, very good. I think that the same as you. I prefer to do the things like in the morning, but it depends on the situation. Like I love to work at night because of the silence. So, and you, Fernando, you said that you are not a morning person, but you prefer to do things in the afternoon or at night.
Yeah, I I think I'm very slow in the morning, still processing and waking up. so I am used to doing things in the afternoon and at night. But lately, I've been noticing that I've been postponing the things that I let to the night to do at night. Because at night, I also like to watch a movie, watch a series, or just relax. So everything that I plan to do at night, I don't do. I let for the next day. So it, it was kind of wasting time. So I started this. I'm trying to start this new habit of waking up early.
Yeah, so like talking about this, how is the perfect routine for you? Because you said like about to watch a movie at night. So how do you imagine a perfect routine?
Um, uh, my dream would be like waking up late, like I always done. Do my things in the afternoon and relax at night. It would be perfect, but it's impossible because there are a lot of things to do, and just the afternoon is a short period. So I think I should wake up early, do my things in the morning and in the afternoon, and relax at night, like almost how the people do. The most part of the people do, I guess, or try to do.
Yeah, very good. And you, Daphne, how is the perfect routine for you?
The perfect routine is practicing physical activities, to have a good conversation with friends, to do all your responsibilities, and take time to do your hobbies and take care of your mental health. Yeah, and that's
Yeah, very good. I totally agree with you. Like for me, it's the same. I think like today, I'm like following the perfect routine for me. Like I woke up early, I went to the gym. Now I'm here practicing my English, and then I will start working. So I think the perfect routine for me would be the same. And
But it's so difficult. There are so many things. Daphne, for example, she told many things. But it's difficult to fit everything in a day. At least for me, that have trouble with organization or organizing my time. So I think it's very difficult.
yeah, and during the day we have a lot of distractions. Yeah, like the cell phone. People, if you work from home, people wants to talk with you all the time too.
Yeah, it's difficult.
So, and what about what do you need to do every day? Like something that you really need to do. And maybe let's start with you, Daphne. Can you share with us?
yeah. Like Fernando said, it's difficult to do everything that you want in one day, but in my day I need to do my responsibilities like work, studies, and with the time, the rest of the time, I try to do exercise, give my time for my family or take care of my house. Yeah, it's a big challenge to do everything in one day. And about you, Fernando?
I have to work and to have some time with my son, and to study. I've been trying to study a lot, so I push myself a lot into that. And take care of my house too. I've been living by myself, so we need to do everything. If I don't wash the dishes, nobody will.
Yeah, I think it's really difficult to handle with a lot of things to do. And some people, they think, oh, but that's nice that you do a lot of things during the day, but this is not nice. I think maybe we needed to have more time, yeah, to do the things, but that's it. It's part of the life. And
Sorry, Esme.
no, go ahead.
I don't know if you can relate to that, but I have a lot of trouble to relax, because when it's my time to relax, I keep thinking about all the things that I should be doing that time. So it's something that is really difficult. As Daphne said, we need to take care about take care of our mental health, and this is something that affects a lot. Not be able to relax.
Yeah. And we feel guilty that we are relaxing and we are not doing other things. So it's insane to think about this. But I feel the same as you, because sometimes I'm like watching movies and I think, oh, but I could do something else and not being like watching movies, but we need this time. We can't hear you, Daphne, if you are talking something.
About number 7?
We are on number 6, like about priorities during the day.
Yeah, I think it's very important to relax, and to have the conscious that the time don't go into press if you don't relax, and take care of your health and your mental health, because if you going to die, the life is done.
Yeah, you said about like mental health, and I think this is something that it's being affected in these days that we are like at home. So maybe it's the most important part. Like some people, they are thinking about doing exercises, about physical, that it's important too, and it can help on our mental health. But I think mental health is the main important thing nowadays. But like I don't think that is my priority during the day, I think like my priorities is always to do the things as fast as I can. So, and what about you, Fernando?
Me too, the same as you. I feel like I'm running all the time, and it's exhausting actually. And I also don't feel like I have priorities, because I put everything almost in the same level. I need to work because I need to pay my bills, but I also need to study because it's my personal goal, and I need to uh, have some times with my son, with my family, because I love them, and it's also my responsibility, and so many things. And I put all in the same level. So maybe that's why I push myself to fit everything in the same day, every day.
Yeah. And it's difficult when you don't know what is like your priorities, because sometimes people ask you to do something and you will do, but you have other things that needed to be your priorities, yeah, and it's not. So, and like we we have some activities that appears during our days and like there aren't in our plans. Like we are not expecting these activities. So I want to know, like, what are these activities? And we can start with you, Fernando.
Mainly problems of work that I need to solve and take a lot of my time, or some emergency, something that is not predict, that happen with everyone. But I cannot think anything specific right now. What about you, Daphne?
Yes, sometimes the traffic causes delays. The internet, when it doesn't work, causes problem, or the unexpected call from a friend, from your grandmother, saying that it's not good. Yeah, that's active. And about you, Yasmin?
Yeah, when you said like, oh, I need to work, I need to take care of house, I think maybe this is something that appears during the day, like to wash the dishes. It's something that aren't in my plans, but I need to do, or to cook something to eat. That is something that I hate, but I need to cook. So, and it's this kind of activity that it took a lot of time, and you are not expecting to do this. So, yeah, I think this kind of activity.
This is terrible because there are some activities, like you said, wash the dishes. We need to do this every day, and we don't put in our schedule, and we feel like we are wasting time. It's the same like on Saturdays that I clean everything here, and I feel like I waste my time. I didn't do anything to, that day, but I did. I clean everything. So there are some things that we don't value. I don't know, but we have to do. It's part of our routine too.
Yeah, I was like seeing my planner now, and I didn't put that I need to like clean the house today. So it's really what you said. Very good. And like Daphne said about like a perfect routine that would be like to do exercises, to practice something. So what are the activities that brings you quality of life? So Fernando, let's start with you.
Go to the movies every time that I am overwhelmed with the things. I like to go to the movies or even watch something different on TV, because takes me out of that situation, makes it's good for me, and do the things that I love, like playing music, listening to music, uh, or research some subject that I like. Yeah, those things just for pleasure. And actually, studying English is an activity that brings me quality of life because I like that. I do it for pleasure. So it's yeah, I think things that we do for pleasure.
Yeah, very good. And maybe like to study English, it's not something that will bring you quality of life now, but in the future too. Yeah. So maybe like to get a better job, and you will have like time to do things that you like. So that's nice.
But in this case, it's actually bring me quality of life now while I'm studying, because I used to be so shy. I mean, it's so difficult to speak, to talk anything, even in Portuguese. So this is helped me a lot to overcome this shyness too.
Yeah, very good. I was talking with Bruno about this because I feel that I am not shy when I'm speaking in English, but I'm shy when I'm speaking Portuguese. So, like, I'm totally a new person. And what about you, Daphne?
Yes, I agree to you. I think what can help us is a good massage, positive thoughts, goals for the future, um, good nutrition, good feed, or a good night's sleep. Many things can improve your quality of life.
Yeah, very good. Talk about sleep, like something that brings me quality of life is like to take a nap. Maybe like after lunch, something that I love to do. And it makes me feel better to do the things. So I think this is one activity that really brings me quality of life.
I
And
cannot do that. If I do, I don't work for the rest of my day.
yeah, so sometimes it's difficult to wake up. So very good. And what would you like to include in your routine that takes a short time? So something that it will not like takes 1 hour, but maybe 30 minutes and you can include in your routine. So Daphne.
Um, if I had more money, I would like to include massage, acupuntura, um, exercise, to go to the spa, for example, and relax my muscles and my body. The barulho, Fernando.
That would be nice. um, I think I need exercise more because I don't I barely go out during the week, and this is not healthy at all. And so I think I should do that, and it would not take me a lot of time, like half an hour. I can go for a walk or something like that. I just postpone those things because I don't know. I postpone things.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I think the same, like to go to the spa would be nice too. But something that I'm trying to do is to read more. So I would like to include more like reading in my routine, and not just like things that are related to my work, but some books that I see many people talking about that is really nice to read. So maybe this. And let's go to the next, number 10. What would you like to change in your daily routine? What does it mean for you? Like, is it important for you? And how important is it? So, Fernando.
I think follow a schedule, because I always do my schedule, but I don't follow it. So I uh, get disorganized, unorganized. I don't know during the days because of that. It's there, but I cannot follow. So I would change that.
Yeah, very good. To maybe like to be more organized, yeah, to really follow a routine. that I think it's really difficult when you work from home and every day is the same thing and you feel tired of the same routine too. What about you, Daphne? What would you like to change?
I would like to change maybe put more relaxing activities so that the stress doesn't bring me disease, insurance, or other problems or other harmful things.
Yeah, very good. That's nice. And I think we can go to the last one. Let me see. So maybe I would change. I would like really study French. That is something that it means a lot for me, but I'm not doing. So maybe as Fernando said, like to have a schedule, it will be important to change this in my daily routine because sometimes I study, sometimes not, and maybe this, and to study more English too. That I would like to change in my routine because I teach English, but sometimes I don't practice. Like I'm not like going to immersions. I'm not attending these meetings, you know? So it's been really difficult. And I think I would change this. So let's go to the last one. How would you like to spend your free time? Because we are talking that sometimes we are spending our free time, but we are thinking about the things that we could be doing about our job. So can you start, Daphne?
I'd like to spend my free time getting to know other places, eating different foods in exotic restaurants, like Master Chef restaurants, or make a new classes, a new course to improve myself and develop the abilities to be the best person. The better Fernando.
I would learn another language. As is Yasmin, I would like to learn French. I don't know anything, even a sentence I don't know, but it's something that I am interested in, and read more books too, and of course traveling and going to nice and different places, but this would require more than just time, money. So it's complicated, but yeah, a lot of things. I would like to learn a lot of different subjects.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, sometimes we think, oh, I would like to travel more, I would like to do this and that, but I totally forget that I need money to do the things. So that's nice. So I'm bringing everyone back, but Fernando, can you share how was the conversation for you?
Oh, it was great. As I told you in the beginning, it's funny that this is the subject in a day that I'm trying to change something in my routine. And yeah, I like those conversations here because sometimes there are topics that we face every day, but we don't stop to think about that. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, very good. So welcome back, Rosalia, Mariana, and Marcio. And Marcio, I want to know, how was the conversation and how do you deal with failure?
About the conversations, we talk in the other room. Failure for me, it's normal, all right? And so about the theory and training about the music, for me, it's very difficult when I don't have speaking or listening about the music. For me, it's difficult when I have play musical, and so and training after it's okay about the different rhythms and about the rhythms. Yes, it's normal. It's normal.
Yeah, very good. It's nice to know that you deal with these like in a good way, because we were talking here that we can't deal with failure. We don't know how to deal, but thanks for sharing. And Mariana, I have other question for you. Do you prefer to do things in the morning, the afternoon, or at night?
The morning, as I said in conversation, after lunch I die. And in the morning I'm fresher and I'm excited. And at the night I like to do things too. But afternoon I don't exist.
Yeah, I was sharing with the guys that I love to take a nap, like after lunch, but it's really difficult to wake up. Yeah, because I feel tired. So really nice. And Rosalia, I want to know, what would you like to include in your routine that takes a short time?
What I wanted to put in my routine this next year, for now, or for, okay.
Yeah, could be.
I think I need to put more effort about the exercise at the gym, because I am a little lazy about that, and I wanted to put more efforts about that. And the languages that I'm studying, I wanted to study a little more, to put more efforts about the grammar, because for me it's so difficult to remember after the study grammar and the vocabulary. And that about